Hello and welcome. Rahul, you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel or my talk show. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself motivated and updated and striving for betterment each and every day, you can certainly pull off everything that you want in your life. Because every opportunity that will come your way, you will be competent, you will be a competent personality for that very opportunity, and that is what I want to foster, the positive belief system in you, that you are something special and you have that quality. All you need to do, you need to believe in yourself, and you need to bolster that confidence so that it becomes a conviction about your own self, that you are enough for everything. And once you will have that strong mindset that you can achieve something impossible, which is formidable for you, but it will not be if you hone your skills, if you certainly direct your focus there, what you want to achieve, and if you align your perspective, align your steps, and you execute the task that is required, you will certainly be able to achieve everything. Nothing will stop you, and that is what I want to show you exactly the path, because it is important that whatever you do, you try to perceive exactly what will be its implications, what you want to do, because having a broader perspective is important. It is essential that we think multidimensional, but whenever we act, we have to focus on certain things. Focus is one of the most important things that you should have. Consistency is the key, but if you want to be focused on your goal, you want to be achieving that very goal in perfect manner. you know Perfection is something that needs to be purified, that needs to be achieved at such a level, because there is no 100% perfect things. you know you try to achieve perfections. For that, consistency is required, focus is important. All these things, if you have resilience, then only you can achieve all these things. Today we know that India and Pakistan war is going on. India is not escalating the war, at military level. They just want to kill the terrorists that are residing in Pakistan. We are just vouching to avenge and take revenge of all those people who got killed in Pahalgam, because innocent people were killed by terrorists, and that's why we are targeting terrorists, not the army base. But Pakistan is not understanding this, and they are just behaving always they have been. They have been supporting the terrorists and terrorism in India. That is why they have to face as well. So India has neutralized their air defense system in Lahore. So it is a great escalation and great opportunity for Indian army, and they can go ahead. If the Pakistan will not understand exactly the language of India, what India wants, then it will be uprooted, and that is what we want to witness. No, sorry, we don't want to witness. We just want to witness that truth and real things should prevail. Humanity should prevail, and protection of people altogether should be fostered, not for India only, but also for Pakistan. General people should not be killed. If civilians are killed on any side, that are the casualties that is being made for unnecessary intentions, and that should not happen. That is why I always vouch for betterment. We don't want to kill any civilian, and that should have in the mind of Pakistani armies as well. But they are not understanding. They are firing the artilleries, in civilian areas, where they are targeting Indian civilians. That should never happen. If we won't have S-400, 15 cities that they have targeted would have been blown away. That is why we have our own defense system. But now Lahore's defense system has been blown away. So what they will do if India will strike again? They won't be able to protect themselves, and that is why they need to understand exactly that India is not intending to destroy them completely, but it has a strong message that it will not tolerate terrorism in India. Because of the Pakistani government, who is supporting the terrorists and trying to do and escalate terrorism in India, in Indian soil. That should be prevented. That is what it should be in their mind, but they are not abstaining from. They are not eschewing, and that is what is the problem for Indian military and for Indian government, as well as for the people of India. We want harmony, we want peace, we want non-escalation of war, but we want at a cost. We just want to make them understand exactly that we are not defeatants. We are not someone who is have no strength. We have full strength, we have full power, and we don't want to dominate. Otherwise, if you will dominate fully, your country will not be there in the map, and that is what they should understand exactly. Leave it behind. It was a strong message to all those people who want to understand exactly what is humanity and peace altogether. I just want to tell you exactly that in every situation, in every moment, try to understand exactly how to foster the right steps so that it can elevate you. Your personal life is important. In personal life, there is a war in every civilian's life, and that is where we want to protect ourselves. I just want to make you able that you can make certain money, you can uplift your own livelihood, and along with that, your family's financial protection and interest will be protected, will be served. And that is why I always try to tell you that how to make money personally, and that is why I want you to develop all those things that are preventing you from achieving those things. What are the opportunities today? Opportunities are a lot. Online avenues are there. You can hone your skills and you can dive into all together there. But even in offline, if you want to start a business, you can also prosper, but later on you have to integrate it to the broader market. And if you bring it online, that will be a great opportunity for you. So why you are stopping yourself? Try to understand and identify the opportunity that are lying there. It is important and essential that you perceive the reality and you identify each and every opportunity wherever you can dive in. If you don't have any opportunity, try to indulge yourself into certain activities and try to learn certain skills, and that will bolster your confidence. If you focus on particular area, it will certainly fetch you money. Little later, maybe for a few years, you have to toil, you have to really slog your ass, and that will certainly pay you off. That will be real gold that you will be mining after some time, and that is the reality in everyone's life. That is what we have to understand. Every time if you are going to do something important, it will ask you such an inertia, such an investment of time and energy. And once you will surmount the initial barrier, the initial inertia of energy and investment of time, you will understand exactly what is required to get success. Yes, consistent efforts, non-breakable or non-giving up resilience, that kind of resilience is required. Along with that, perfection of execution. Along with that, understanding, broader vision. What do you want to develop? What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to accept exactly? So all these things are important. In real world, if you will dive in, you will see that there are many obstacles that are trying to prevent you, impediments, but how to surmount that? If you have money or if you have skills, you can easily surmount that. Identify the market, identify the opportunities, try to leverage all the resources that you have, and then if you are lacking money, a little bit of that, you can get finance. A lot of ways are available to get finance, and then start all together your activities. Try to sell all together. If you learn the skills of marketing, you can sell easily, and once you proliferate your selling, revenue will happen and profit along with that, the margin that is required. So all these things you have to understand exactly how to implement that. I'm talking about broader things, and that is required, because what we lack self-confidence, and motivation. There I want to work. I want to tell you that nothing is impossible, everything is possible. Even in the world of impossible, that if you segregated the I and I am possible, it exactly means that everybody say about that. But for that, you should have a strong confidence. You should have conviction about your own self that you can execute all the tasks. And if you are lacking somewhere, you try to boost your own confidence, try to bring yourself at such a level where you can foster everything, and there will be no force that can uproot your self-confidence, because the subtle level that you lack, that every forces try to attack, is your self-confidence. And once you'll boost that, once you'll try to take revenge from these mindset, from this little mindset which is preventing you from achieving all these things, that are negative forces that are prevailing and creating a cloak around your mind and around your intelligence. So you have incisive brain, you just apply that and you will see that its implication will be certainly better. All you need to do, you need to apply it. Application of real intelligence will certainly pave the way. The reality is that we are lacking some self-confidence. I'm treating it again and again that self-confidence and boosting up the conviction about your own self is one of the most important thing that you should cling on. And later on you can identify everything, knowledge. If you little bit effort if you put, you can acquire knowledge, assimilate knowledge that can easily be applied, and its implication will certainly be eventually you will get that success that will nobody can defy that it is not substantial. It will become substantial. It will be, there will be accretion of yield and productivity, and it will certainly define your success one day. But before that, you need to prepare yourself in such a way that nobody can have aspersion about you. Everybody will have confidence and self-belief, about your own potential. And once you'll explore your own potential, you'll see the reality that it is going to manifested in the real world. But for that, you won't have to be defiant. You won't have to be someone who will be lazy. You have to leave all that laziness, and you have to come forward with a strong mindset that you can execute that, you can put effort that is required, and every day you can do certain consistent activities, which may be mundane but not for you, because you want to do iterative jobs until unless it will be productive, until unless you don't yield something special to you. And once it will be giving results to you, you can certainly believe that something is possible, and you are the person who have executed that. So keep in mind that you will be a successful personality. Thank you for listening to me.